Hi there, I'm David Bengoa, the Teen Whisperer, and I transform families by creating radical connection between parents and their teens. And I've had a lot of practice at that because I've got 5 teens. Well, they're not teens anymore, they're young adults, but they were teens not too long ago.
Baby, 21.
So this is my son, David. And I'm going to have David talk to you today about an experience that he's been going through, an experiential training program called Ventana. And if any of you have watched me on my personal page, I've talked a lot about it as last spring and summer, Mikael, my son who's now 20, when he was 19, we went through that together. And then my another son who's also named David went through it. And now Amaya and David are going through. They've been through the first 2 weekends. The first weekend is called Discovery, and the second weekend is called Breakthrough. And it's been quite amazing. And so I want David to share with you what he has gained so far from his experience in those 2 very intense weekends, and how he's living that out in his life now, and what he's hoping to get out of leadership, which is a 3-month program. So David, I'm going to turn it over to you.
That's some big questions you got there.
Yes.
So Discovery is more about just discovering who you are and kind of like why you are the person you are right now. So it kind of goes through some limited beliefs you have and kind of relays back to your childhood. Okay. So what I kind of discovered in that part of my life was that I have been through a lot of traumatic and dramatic experiences back from my childhood where they've really affected me and who I am, and a big role was me playing the victim, which played a role in every part of my life, from relationships to even myself, telling myself that I'm not good enough, that I can't be safe in a household, or because of something that happened to me from my past. And I am willing to open up about that if you want me to, a little bit. I can kind of give a little piece if you want me to kind of explain.
If you'd like to share a little bit, that's fine. I mean, it might give people a little perspective about what you're talking about.
Okay. So, where some of my limiting beliefs and like my self-worth and my love comes from is back when I was being adopted and going through foster care, and just back kind of when I was born. I was born into a place where I didn't feel welcomed, and that was my choice to feel like that because I had a wonderful mom that gave birth to me and a dad that was there at the beginning, and I had love from the beginning, but for some reason things started changing in my head when I started going through foster care, when my biological mom was going through some things that she couldn't take care of me completely, and I wasn't allowing myself to really even emotionally connect with her. So through foster care and being adopted, that's where a lot of my self-worth came from. It was like, I'm not good enough to even have my biological mom to want to take care of me, or my dad be around. So I'm thankful for you guys for grabbing me and showing me what that was, what love's really about in a family aspect. So I'm grateful for that. And so from that, my whole past was a victimhood. I played that victim. Oh, woe was me, like, blame you and you and you. It's never going to be my fault. But what I realized was that I need to take responsibility for feeling all the ways that I felt, because that was my feeling, not somebody else's. Okay. So I chose that. Okay. And that was discovery.
That gives you a lot of power when you look at it that way, doesn't it? Rather than these things in life happen to me, perhaps even the thought that things actually happen for us. Are you perceiving that at all? Or is that a little bit too far to go for you right now?
To me, it's like I understand that things happen to me for me to learn, and kind of, really achieve my calling, and learn different ways that I can maybe present myself differently, or really find out who my authentic self is. But the thing is, for me, is like, I went through this stuff and I can't change it whether I chose it or not. I just have, as of right now, I choose who I am at this moment.
That's right. Okay.
And that's just how I feel about that. In my past is what happened, and I can't control it now, but I can control how I feel about it. So that was big in discovery.
And how you let it affect you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was mostly discovery, kind of discovering that, like where I played that, and I never really felt safe in any. I lived a very fear-driven life, and Breakthrough was a big part of showing me how to get over that, and realizing that I am loved, and I can, look at myself and feel proud of who I am, and I don't need to walk around feeling afraid of everything, which was really a really big step for me, and it gave me a lot of self-worth. I realized a lot of things about my family. It was a really big experience that I know I can't really get deep into, but it affected me in all aspects of my life. Like I said before, taking responsibility for the way I feel, and Breakthrough really showed me my power and who I am, and my voice and my creativity has always been there. But since I've felt like I haven't been good enough, I haven't allowed any of that to come out. Like I'm not worthy of who I am. So Breakthrough showed me who I was.
May I interject something real
Yes.
quick? So one of the things that I've been really, really proud of David in doing is that once you go through weekends, one of the things that we all want to do is we want to have conversations with the people that we love. And I'm very proud of David that he initiated a conversation between family members, his mom, who's my sister, and my parents and my husband and him. And I want to tell you, he is the most amazing catalyst. I believe he really is going to be the catalyst for amazing healing in our entire family. And many, many times we feel hopeless that when our families are kind of disconnected, that we can never, fit back together again. And I want to tell you that I don't believe that's true. I believe that complete healing is possible and creating radical connection between teens and their parents, between adult parents and their parents, between siblings. I've seen you and your siblings you guys were close anyway, but particularly as you're going through Ventana, I'm really seeing you guys become really knit together. It's really beautiful. So where do you hope to go with leadership? What is leadership about? And what do you hope to gain from leadership?
Well, from my understanding is that leadership is taking discovery and breakthrough and the tools that we kind of learned and what we've learned about ourselves into the real world, and really presenting ourselves the person that we found in discovery and breakthrough, presenting ourselves like that to the world. So it's a big part for me, because I had a moment the other night that I realized that my past is my past. And now from this moment forward, I can take a leap and take a chance and really, really go for my dreams. And so that's what I think my breakthroughs or my leadership experience is going to be about. Me really stepping out there, believing in who I am, and just making my mark. And just it seems to be somewhat of a, it gives you like a push. Like, here you go, I'm giving you this, take it or leave it, but if you take it, you're going to change your life. Right.
Well, I think so much of that also, obviously the technology that we're learning there is a huge part, but also the fact that the community, don't you think that particularly when you're with a group of people and you go through discovery together and breakthrough together, and now you go out into leadership, you really have a team of people to help hold you accountable, and you're really knit together. Your hearts are so knit together with those people, and you're all supporting. And there's that saying that you're the sum total of the 5 people that you hang around with most. So it's really awesome to be in a position to hang around with other people that are working on their own transformation, if you want to say, or on working on bettering their lives and creating stronger relationships in their lives and so forth. So it's really beautiful to have that community and that support, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said earlier, it's just, I didn't ever really feel safe in any part of my life, and now with all these beautiful people around me that I love I honestly love a lot. We all went through the same experiences together, which brought us what we call a spider web. And we support and we love each other, and our hearts have kind of just turned into that spider web we've knitted together, and it's been amazing. It's all love, it's all safe, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
And when somebody starts to fall, we're there to support and bring back up.
Yeah,
and
that's beautiful. It's
a connection that I'm not sure I would never have had if it wasn't for Ventana, to be honest.
Yeah, we're really, really blessed. And we all want to thank my dear friend Anna Cheney, because she's the one that brought Ventana to our family. She was actually in the very, very first Ventana that was in Boise, which was about a year ago. And we're very blessed. Now it's in Ventana 4. Ventana 5 will be starting in May. And, by the way, we're not selling Ventana. We don't get anything for sharing Ventana. We're just excited because it is literally transforming our lives and our family, and we're pretty pumped about it. So anyway, David, I want to thank you for sharing with us today. And anyway,
thanks, Mama.
All right, okay.
Love you. I'm giving you a hug.
Thank you. Thanks for watching today, guys.
Peace.